It has been a minute since I put on makeup. It's been forever since I put on one of my wigs. So we'll just see how this works. We'll see how it looks. Anyway, hey, um, today this is, well, you can see the look. But anyway, I decided to break out some makeup. I have not worn any in a while. Whew, I've been sick, I was tired, I've been worn out. All those things have happened to see, and I just ain't been wearing my makeup. So I decided this is Sunday. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I said, girl, you better put on some makeup. You better get some makeup on this face. And now we have some makeup on this face. I'm not quite feeling the eye look, but I think it's okay. To be quite honest, it was like I was struggling for a minute, like, dang, what am I doing? Because it's been a minute, and no, of course I still remember how to do it, but sometimes it just feels like you don't. So I'm kind of rambling right now. Anyway, here is the look. This is going to be not necessarily a get ready with me, because I'm not really chatting. This will be a voiceover kind of vibe. Been a while since I've done a makeup thing like this where I'm not live, so bear with me. But I decided that instead, because if I chat, it takes me forever, so I wanted to get the makeup on because I wanted to do two videos today, this video with the makeup look and the other one. So just get ready and hang out with me, see how I did the look, and chat with me, because there will be questions coming up and all kinds of things that I'm throwing into this little voiceover video. All right, so thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this look, of course. I appreciate you. See you in a minute. Hey everybody, so first I'm gonna do a little prep. Just gonna show y'all what I do to prep sometimes, a lot of times when I'm putting on makeup. So I'm using the Milani Prep and Brighten Rose Oil. I'm not sure if they still make this face oil, but this is what I use it for. I use like a couple of drops, and it really absorbs into the skin. It really helps to give you a nice clean canvas that's like moisturized but not too oily. Next, we're gonna put on some Strivectin eye cream, because you always want to make sure your eyes are nicely they are hydrated. Put your eye cream on, let it settle in before you start doing your makeup. Then next, I'm going to put on one drop of marula oil, just one drop, and I'm going to spread it underneath both of my eyes. The reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that I hydrate under my eyes really well and give it, make sure that they're not dry. All right, so next up, drink a little water. Did you drink your water? I'm thinking about these palettes. There's Juvia's Place, the Nabla Cutie palette I was thinking about using, because I have all these palettes I need to use. So this is the Gilded Getaway by Milani, and that's the one I decided to use. So that's the one I'm going to be using. And now as we get into me doing this stuff, I'm going to really kind of talk through. So this is MAC Paint Pot and Laying Low. This has a more peachy base. I do have soft ochre. I wanted to try something different because the soft ochre is a little too yellow on my skin. This one I like because it's a little more peachy, and it still cancels out, still does the stuff the paint pots do. And then paint pots last forever. So I bought 2 new ones when they had them on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I know I will have them until I need a new one. And if not, I'm okay buying another one, because they do last forever. See how it looks underneath how my eyes look? I love the way it cancels out and that peachiness to it. Ugh, it's really nice. Okay. So now we're going to start, get our brushes, and we're going to start working on this look. But I'm not going to just keep talking about what I'm doing. I'm just going to put the information up as we go along, because I want to really talk about Squid Game. So let's talk about Squid Game while I'm putting on this makeup. So I got the Gilded Getaway. You'll see me push up which ones I'm using, so in case you get it. I will say this, It's not the best Milani eyeshadows that I've tried. I like Milani eyeshadows. They're very good formula. But this one, the darker one, you will see was a little problematic. It didn't come on the way I wanted it to. But all in all, I made it work. So let's talk Squid Game. Anyway, so I watched Squid Game. And I really tend not to rush to watch these like really popular Netflix shows. You know, everybody be talking about them and I just kind of avoid them. It's like, yeah. But the kids told me, DJ was like, Ma, you gotta see it. B was telling me I might not like it because it was so violent. So I was kind of leery, but then I started watching it and it is violent. It is violent as hell, y'all. However, it is not the kind of violence that drives me insane. Like for me, the problem I have with a lot of newer stuff is because it's so gory. You know, this one there was a lot of death, but it was just like shooting. It wasn't like you saw like brains spilling out and all this kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I can't watch. And that's just my thing. Now, if you have not seen Squid Games, I suggest you stop listening because I want to talk about it a little bit. So just go on and take off the sound and just watch me put this on. Okay, so anyway, the show was quite interesting. You know, it is a Korean show. So I was like, okay, cool. I love Korean shows. Now, that show takes you through a lot, which you expected to based on the plot and the content and everything. But let me just tell you something. I was so annoyed at the ending. Is it just me? If you watch Squid Game, were you as annoyed as I was at the ending? I was so irritated with that dude. And the reason why was because he went through all of that and then he forgot what he was doing it for and then want to stop. Okay, so let's just talk. First off, it took him too long to get to that girl's brother and to the mother and take care of them. It was that's the one thing he should have done. Once I understand he was like fucked up, you know, because he was, but he should have at least taken care of them and made sure they were okay and walked away. And then, you know, went back into his Mary, I'm fucked up moment. But to leave them like that for a year was terrible. Then on top of it, the thing you did this for, the person you were trying to do this for, your daughter, you just totally left out alone. And then when you finally get it together and you're going to go to your daughter and see her and be with her, you then decide you see something, you got to save it. Come on now. Let me just be honest. See, I've watched Korean shows. And so normally Korean shows would have ended with him getting on that plane, going to see his daughter. Because they have a tendency to have an ending toward their shows. I could tell that, oh, okay, so are we going to try to have a second season of this? With him trying to save him? But it annoyed me. Because, you know, I like closure. And I like shit to make sense to me. If you done gone through all this, you survived this. And the main thing you were trying to survive this for or got involved with this for was because of your mother and your daughter. Well, okay, you couldn't save your mama, but you not gonna do nothing with your daughter. You so consumed by this that you just gonna F your daughter. See, that shit irritated me. Okay, so I'm done with Squid Game. I ain't gonna talk about it anymore. So we'll talk about some other things. So anyway, as you can see, I was having a little problem with this dark green matte. And that's the one that I had the most problem with. Otherwise, you know, the rest of the shadows came on like I expected from Milani. This was the one that just kind of, it was a little patchy. It was a little patchy. It took a lot to get it where you can't see it, but there was a little patchiness to it. So that's what was annoying. So anyway, let's see what else can we talk about as I'm putting on this makeup and you're watching me. So let's talk about just makeup in general. So I find myself, I'm trying to get back into my makeup because, you know, we kind of got out of the habit and then I'm wearing a mask every day. Cause so like for instance, I probably would put on more makeup and you all would see more makeup sessions if I was putting on some makeup to go to work. But I ain't wearing no makeup with a mask on. I know people be like, oh, mask. I'm not doing all that because I'm not looking forward to having some makeup. Now they do say Kryolan fixing spray is bulletproof and it's gonna keep it on your face and it ain't gonna move. I might try to find some so that I can try it out. But and if you have it, let me know. Is it for real? Is it the truth like they say? Because I mean, I use Scandinavia fixing spray, setting spray, which is really, really good. Maybe I should try it, see how it works. I don't know. We'll see. But it's just like you're wearing this mask, so half your face is covered. So what's the point of me putting on all this? What's the point of me putting on my bronzer, my blush, and all this? Now I could see it if I was going someplace where I would like be maybe eating and I could take off my mask and I could look fabulous. Then okay, I'm gonna put it on, right? I'm gonna put it on to go out. But to go to work every day, no, because I am pretty much in that mask the whole day unless I'm in my room by myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just And so I'm saying that to say I have all this makeup, so I have got to really start just doing looks for myself. Just when I'm home, when I have the time. Now, my time has been a little off, and I'm still trying to get that together because, of course, with school and work. So once I think once I really get a good rhythm with it, I'll be able to, do more things, play with my makeup more. Plus, December comes, I'll be done with school. I'll be finished with all my finals, and then I'll have a little more time. So I do want to try to do something in December with makeup, even if it's maybe some nightly makeup, putting it on, because it's going to be Livemas. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do Livemas, and put content on New Lulu's World. You know what I'm saying? I want to have, my content on my regular channel, Lulu, and then I need to put content on here. This content I don't have to put as much because, quite frankly, this is my, growing channel. But I do need to keep my, Lulu channel going and living its best entire life. So thinking about that already. And what else am I thinking about? I'm thinking about content. If you all have any ideas for content you would like to see, from skincare to makeup to beauty, go ahead, put it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. So now you see, now here's what I want y'all to notice. Do y'all see how terrible this looks right now? If you are somebody who struggles with makeup and you're like, oh my God, I just don't know, it just never works out, you got to keep playing with it. You gotta keep doing things to try to fix it. You can fix some stuff. Like right here, I'm adding in another shimmer that's going to tone down that other, the darker shimmer, just to give it a little depth. So I put the gold on it and then I'm using that to blend those two together. See how I'm going in the middle? I'm blending those two together. Learn how to blend, children. Learn how to blend. Yes, learn how to blend. And even though you might not see all of it, there's a lot of blending going on. Lots of blending going on. So that's what you want to do. So like, see here, I'm like, now I'm going to take that, which is that crease color, and I'm trying to blend it out to make sure that I don't have a harsh line. You see how it's not as harsh right there? You see that? You see that? That's what you want to do. You want to take some time. See, too often, what I see with people who say they can't put on their makeup, their eyeshadow is too much, it's because you really don't want to try it. In order for me to get to this point, I played in my makeup. I bought makeup and I played with it. I watched some videos and I played with it until I felt comfortable with it and said, okay, I can do this. It makes sense. I got this. So I'm going to finish up my eyes. And then I'm going to go into my face. Okay, so now I've got my eyes on. I got my eyeliner on and everything. Now I'm going to put a little primer on, So I put my eyeliner on. And let me tell you, at this point, I'm okay with it. Because once you start putting the eyeliner on and everything, you start really feeling like, okay, it ain't that bad. Because I got to be honest with y'all. Sometimes I really don't like my eye looks until I put my whole face on, and then it makes sense to me, and it's like, okay. I think that sometimes when you do your eyes, and I do my eyes first because I don't be serious. I don't know if my stuff is that good. Anyway, I need to be able to make, in case I make a mistake, I can take everything off. That's why I do my eyes first. Anyway, I'm using the Bobbi Brown right now. This is one of my newer foundations. I put on some No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul, and I'm putting on this. because I was trying it out, and I gotta say I do like it. OMG, this makes a flawless it's a flawless look on your face. Pores are gone, baby. Yes. Let me tell you what color that is for the people who want to know. That is W058 Golden Natural. So that's 058 Golden Natural. And baby, the pores are so good on here. So now I'm using my Dose of Colors. That's one of my favorite concealers. And so I'm putting that on, getting it in, making sure this, in. Baby, this stuff is bulletproof. This snatches up your fine lines under your eyes. Now, that's also why I put on the oil and everything, because it helps to make sure that your under eyes isn't too dry, because you don't want dry under eyes, because it don't matter what concealer you put on, you're gonna look 102. I'm just letting you know, don't do that. Make sure there's hydration under your eyes. Make sure that or you're gonna have them eyes. Okay, we're gonna set it. I set a lot with my NYX powder and banana yellow, whatever. So that's one of the things that I set with, and there you go. Set it. But anyway, you can see what I'm doing, y'all. Do I have to tell y'all everything I'm using? I probably do, because that's what people want to know, what you're doing. Anyway, so then we're going to use my YSL. Oh, this is one of my favorite powders. This is my YSL setting powder, all hour setting powder and honey. Y'all, if you don't mind spending a little money, get you this YSL. Get you this YSL setting powder. I'm telling you, baby, it sets. You are flawless. It's beautiful. Now, my latest bronzer is Glowish by Huda Beauty. OMG. I have a thing about bronzer. I love bronzer, but then I get one and I love it. You can't tell me nothing about a bronzer. I don't buy bronzers a lot. But once I like them, I like them. So this is on the list of being liked. So now I'm using, I think this is Warm Honey by CoverFX, one of the CoverFX blush duos. If you need a blush and you're not sure, wait until they go to 21 Days of Beauty, because Ulta usually has them half price at least once a year, and you go on to get them. Now this is Jacqueline Cosmetics highlighter. This is the first time I've ever bought anything from her brand. Because of the lipstick gate. What was that, 2019 or whatever? So, but listen, girlfriend been known for highlighters. So I have to say it's a beautiful, just very it just has a nice pretty glow. It's not too glow to the gods. This one gives more of a subtle natural glow. So now I'm going to go on and do a little under eye, just to get smoke out my under eye, because I do smoke out my under eye. I do. I'm kind of old school, but I kind of got into the habit of doing it. And now if I don't do it, I feel kind of naked under my eyes. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where you kind of just feel like you're not all the way done. So I tend to do just a little. I don't do it super deep. I just want a little color under my eyes. Well, I did 2 colors. Just to give it a, but I don't do it too wide, because some people be doing it where it look like they a raccoon under their eyes. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But no, sir. No, ma'am. But I do want to have a little bit of color under my eyes, just to, bring it out. And then we're going to do the inner corner highlight. I should have sprayed the brush to make it really pop. Sometimes when I use eyeshadow palettes the first time, I don't do a lot of spraying because, I want to just see how the eyeshadow plays without being, without any extras, used. So it's okay. It probably needed to be sprayed. All right, I'm going to put on my lashes and my lipstick, and you'll see the total look, but you already seen it. All right, here is the obligatory final look. Once the hair's on, the lashes, everything's done, I do like it. Yeah, it's cute. I gotta say, I look good. All right, see you later.